Here we go!
We're feeling very gay because it's almost time to play. Grab your favorite chair with the Lucky Pierres. Yeah!
All right, guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierre's movie reviews. Tonight we got a new movie review for you. This one is still in theaters. It's called The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. All right, guys, The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, the new Nicolas Cage movie, where he actually plays Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
What did you guys think?
I dug it.
I liked it. It was all right.
It's kind of like a love letter to Nick Cage. Basically.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. I wonder how accurate it is on his, actual family, though. You know what I mean? I wonder if
I
any
don't
of
think
that's
it was
based in
very
reality. No, it's just all kind of make-believe.
I know he has a son
Yeah, he has a son.
who's in like metal bands and stuff.
But it was touching at times, I guess, and
guess
it was funny. It had funny moments.
I feel like the funny stuff was much better than when it turned into an action stuff.
Yeah, it turned into action near the end, didn't it? Yeah.
It's kind of like This Is the End, where they play themselves, but ridiculous
Yeah.
versions of themselves.
Yeah, that's a good
Caricatures
comparison.
of
Yeah,
themselves.
that's a good comparison. I thought it. I don't know. I thought, like a lot of comedies do, they show most of the funny parts in the trailers. I think a lot of comedies do that.
Yeah.
And it did that, and then I got there and it didn't live up to my expectations. I mean, I don't even think my expectations were that high.
Yeah, I mean, it was what I thought it was going to be, honestly. Pretty much to a T.
Yeah. What's his name was good? Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. He's a funny dude.
Mm-hmm.
They had a good chemistry. Pretty unique, like a bromance.
Yeah.
I liked that. That was probably the strongest part of the movie. It was funny to see some of the references to Nick Cage movies. The Golden Guns from what is that from? Face Off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And who was Nicky from?
The alternate version of him?
Yes.
I think that was just his persona. I don't think it's from anything.
Yeah, they referenced a lot of movies, didn't they? There was it opened with a Con Air scene.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. How did they get the rights to to show that?
Because Nick Cage is probably a weirdo who bought all the rights to all of his
True,
own
he
shit.
buys weird stuff
Probably
like
why he
that.
was bankrupt at some point.
He's such an eccentric guy, but
Buys dinosaur teeth and
He,
coffins.
he is a weird guy.
I like the location too. I thought that was a fun little thing to put it in Spain. Spain's just beautiful, beautiful scenery. So I thought that was just a neat little element. What else did you guys like about it?
Like I said, I liked the comedy and I guess drama parts, whatever, like the buddy and then the Tiffany Haddish and the other guy trying to get him to be a spy for them or whatever, but they're in other stuff together.
Are they?
They're in that Oath movie together. It's pretty good.
Okay.
But once it turned into an action movie, I feel like it lost something. It kind of wasn't. I should have just stayed the path as a funny comedy with less of the action angle. Some of the action was fine, but they leaned full tilt. It's an action movie now out of
They
nowhere.
did.
It was comedy. Boom, we're dressing
Car
up and
chases,
killing
gunfights.
people. Yeah.
Yeah. What about
And
you?
then when it cut to from his family to the movie within the movie of his family, oh, I love you, Papa, or whatever, and it's
Yeah.
I didn't like that weird cut, where it went from what was happening to
the
end of the
actual
movie.
yeah.
And then it was them watching a movie of the movie.
in a theater.
yeah,
And-
I didn't like that cut. I just was I didn't like it.
would
But I
agree
mean,
with
I get
that.
it.
Yeah.
Just a little more action than I expected. I expected more comedy.
You liked it though, Joe?
I thought it was pretty good. It was, like I said, basically exactly what I thought it was going to be going in. So
Yeah.
if
I
you saw
like-
the previews, you pretty much saw the movie.
Yeah, but that's
if you
the
know,
thing though.
if you know Nick Cage's work, you kind of know what to expect.
That's the thing. It shouldn't be that way for comedies. They show too many parts. Comedies is the worst at that.
I get
Yeah,
you.
name the last great comedy though,
The last great comedy, in my opinion, I'd have to look at a list,
Oh,
but
boy.
off the top of my head, I think The Hangover. one.
I think of how long that was ago. Like,
That was like 2009 or
yeah,
10.
they just don't make good comedies
Yeah.
anymore. Really, like
That's
because
my
everything's run
opinion,
out.
but I'm sure you guys definitely disagree. But what was I gonna say?
It could be too because they got to be so safe with everything. They can't like take risks
That's true.
with movies, like because everybody gets offended by everything.
Yeah.
That's true. I wonder if they write with that in mind. You know,
I guarantee
like,
they do.
They
Yeah.
just edit themselves. I'm not gonna say
Or
that.
if they do, they show like a screening and they cut it out.
Yep.
Like, we can't show that.
There's so many screening, like pre-screenings of stuff, and then rewrites these days.
And then there's some that just don't care, like Jackass Forever. They're like, no, F everything.
Well, I think that's different though.
Yeah, it is. It's a whole different cup of tea.
I really liked like Nick Cage just openly being like, "Oh, we're gonna Nick Cage this," like using his own name as a verb, and like being like, "Okay, we're gonna have a Nick Cage moment here," and just like him acting how we all know he acts, which it's a question. Like, does he realize like that he's being out of his mind right now? And then it kind of acknowledges that he does,
But
know
he
that-
embraces it.
Yeah, like
that's the thing.
He does realize that he's doing it, but it's just part of his
Charm
method, I
yeah,
guess.
it's like a charming thing.
And then like it kind of like goes into a little bit like, yeah, like obviously in this movie I act really well, in this one it's just for a paycheck. Like he kind of admits like
yeah.
he really tries for the movies he cares about, and then the other ones are like, yeah, this isn't a great movie, but I need money.
Yeah, it's that's funny that he admits that.
Which everybody knew, but now he's just embracing it.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like I needed money.
Some he tries, some he's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
I
understandable.
had to get back to even. I was in debt.
One of the funniest parts, in my opinion, the funniest part, the Paddington 2 part.
Oh yeah,
That's so
which is funny
funny.
because
That is a great reference.
didn't I, when we talked about a Serbian film or something before, I told you in the comments on IMDb or something, somebody said the scariest movie since Paddington 2 or something like that.
Yeah. That is a good movie. I'm not, all kidding aside.
I
haven't
definitely
seen it.
need to watch it now.
Yeah, you've not seen the first one either?
I don't think I've seen either.
I have both of
Paddington.
them. They're
This is
good.
not where I thought this review would go.
It also it kind of hit home a little bit when it was like his daughter like, you made me watch this stupid fucking movie, and he's like, it's a great movie. It's like that's us. That's literally
It is us,
telling
yeah.
each other and like other people we know to watch things, and they just don't fucking care, and we're like, no, this is important.
Like hurts our soul when they don't like it.
Yeah. How dare you not like a movie that changed my
If someone
life?
like gets up and you're making them watch something.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You're gonna miss the best part.
And that was funny, yeah. Like Nick Cage, no one gets to pick a movie when they're watching something.
Yeah.
Only he gets to pick the movie every time. You know? The plot of this movie is he gets a new. He goes to Spain to
Work a birthday party.
work a birthday party for $1 million, and the guy has a script he wants to pitch him.
Right, which his manager didn't tell him about at all.
Yeah, and then they bond, and then they start working on the script together.
Yeah.
Correct, or they want to.
Well, no, he tells him that script is great, and he goes, "So you'll be in it?" And he goes, "Absolutely not, but we can make a new one together."
Yeah, and then they plan on working. They plan on working on it, but then the
And
FBI gets involved.
Well, they just
because,
drop acid and start coming up with crazy ideas.
Yeah, and then the FBI gets involved because the drug dealers have a kidnapped politician's
Yeah,
daughter.
yeah.
And then they use Nick Cage as like leverage or like an insider.
Yeah.
You know, mole.
Mole.
I
And,
do like when they take the drugs and then they think they're getting followed and like he
That
does,
was
like, the fake
super
laugh.
funny.
that was funny. That was a funny part. But anyway, you guys want to get to ratings?
Yeah.
Okay. What did
they
you
still
guys?
there?
What
And there's
did you
two old
guys,
guys eating ice
give
cream.
it?
I gave it a 6.5.
Shaw?
6.5.
I gave it a 6. Final verdict. See it ASAP. Watch it whenever. Skip it.
If you're a super fan of Nick Cage, you see it ASAP, but I'd say whenever.
Yeah, see it whenever.
I'd say see it whenever. All right, guys. We got the quote game. This is where Shaw has a movie quote. We got to guess it. What do you got, Shaw?
Okay, got my first chemistry set when I was 7. Blew my eyebrows off. We never saw the cat again. Been into it ever since.
Man, it's so hard. There's just so many movies. There are so many movies. I feel like it's a comedy, though. Huh?
I know I've heard it, but I can't.
Are you saying it just like he says it? Can you do it more accurate?
No.
Okay.
I got Nothing.
Can I like phone a friend or something?
Well, think about what Joe and I do all the time.
Yeah.
Like, use a quote from a movie that somehow relates to what we're talking about. So
Oh.
Nicolas Cage is in the movie.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let's see.
It's not Con Air.
I'm going to say Raising Arizona.
No, but I almost did use a Raising Arizona quote.
Still got nothing.
Think of a Nicolas Cage movie that would be in.
A Nicolas
Trying,
Cage
I-
movie from the late 90s.
He probably did like 20.
Yeah.
I can't give you the exact year because Ben remembers the year of every movie that we ever watch.
I don't know.
96.
Never seen it.
No, the year 96.
Oh.
I don't know. Can you just tell me?
The Rock.
Got my first chemistry set when I was 7, blew my eyebrows off. We never saw the cat again. Been into it ever since.
Oh, that's a great movie, man. All right, Shaw gets a point. And guys, that is our review for The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Thank you for watching. We love you, and we'll see you next time.